She doesn't even care that we're recording a podcast over here. Jesus. It's time for Song of the Week?
Yes.
Song of the Week. Okay, what was your Song of the Week?
My song of this week was Other Side of Paradise by Glass Animals.
I've heard of this band. Have you made one of their...
I have. I think I did maybe Black Mambo. But yeah.
Okay.
Very fun song. I like it a lot. It is indie rock, maybe? I don't know, indie pop, indie rock, somewhere in there. Not a lady singer. They are very fun.
Okay.
I like their music a lot.
Kind of upbeat, or is it more...
Other Side of Paradise, me sound-wise, the vibe is an upbeat vibe. The words are not upbeat.
It's like pumped up kicks type flow?
Not quite that dark. It's more like getting cheated on is what the moral of the story is. But
Okay.
Very fun song. I think you might enjoy
Very
it.
fun song. It's like getting cheated on.
I mean, I'm not I'm not the person in this song, so it's okay.
Yeah. Nice. Did you want to talk about what you thought of my Song of the Week last week?
Yeah. Can I get the name of it? Because I can't read it from here.
Yeah, the name of the song is Spurs 3, and it was by Conway the Machine, featuring West Side Gun and Benny the Butcher.
So, okay. I'm not going to talk about the rapping, because there's some lines in there. Like, there's some sick, just disgusting lines in there that I really like. Like, one of the lines legit when I heard it, I was like, oh.
Was it
It's the 40
off? Shirt?
Yeah, I was like,
shirt.
woof, dude, that's brutal. But I'll talk about the beat for a minute. The underlying track really reminds me of like industrial, like sounds,
like warbly,
like sounds of industry almost. Like there's a lot of stuff going on in there, and I think if you just listen to the beat on its own, the song wouldn't be great. Like I think if there were no words, I don't think anyone would listen to just the beat. And when you add the words, though, I think the beat really takes on kind of like an additional part. Like I think the beat plays into the song
greater than the sum of their parts or whatever.
Yeah. I think without the words, the beat's garbo, and I think with the words, the beat's actually really cleverly used.
It's kind of, it has space for rapping on it. It's meant to rap on.
Yeah. But that being said, that song overall, I would not listen to it again. That is not in my wheelhouse of music.
Yeah, I can't imagine you driving and this coming on and you being like, yeah, you 40 short.
Yeah, no, that one is just not my vibe, I don't think.
We for these ones, we neither of us listened to the other person's Song of the Week. So before we recorded or before we started the podcast proper, we both listened to these in front of each other. So I got to see you do the stank face to you 40 short.
Yeah, that deserves just an So what was the other line? You said last week there was 2 lines.
I don't. It was kind of a misogynistic bar, so I didn't want to say it in the thing. But it's every night it's menages something whatever. Made that bitch suck this dick till she says she exhausted.
Yeah.
I love that line just because I think the rhyme scheme is nuts. Also on Conway the Machine's verse, he's the first guy. He follows the same rhyme pattern. The imported Porsche U40 short. There's like 8 lines before that follow the same rhyme scheme, and there's 4 after that follow. So like his whole verse is basically that same rhyme scheme. It's crazy.
That's nuts.
It's crazy. Anyway, glad you listened to it. I'm glad you stank face to it. Okay, so your Song of the Week last week was "Lie to Me" by Vera Blue. That was the most boppy I've heard of any song that you've shown me so far. And I mentioned this to you before, but like before we started doing this, that song has shifts. That song has very kind of clear, distinct shifts in the sound and the what's happening in the song at the time, which kind of goes against what you had kind of previously maybe been into, which is kind of songs that remain consistent and you don't like the changes. So I thought that was interesting. The song is fun throughout the whole thing. It's just different types of fun. And I liked the song quite a bit.
Hey.
I was kind of vibing in the chair over here. It was good.
A lot of my music is for the vibe, and I like that song a lot. I don't know. Maybe all the rap I've listened to that has a lot of changes has slowly been eating away at my, not eating away, but like changing my my view here.
Opening up your mind.
Yeah. But it's like I said, I would love to be able to listen to anything and be like, oh, I can pick up on it, and right. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm glad you like that song. That's
it was a good song.
Vera Blue in general, I really like her songs.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of maybe to a different extent for you is Spurs 3. But Spurs 3, I think, is you appreciate what it is, but you do not want to hear it. It's not something that kind of fits into your life.
Yeah.
This song is that for me. It doesn't fit into my life. I don't listen to stuff that sounds this happy. Even though it's called Lie to Me, I don't know how happy it is, but it sounds happy.
Yeah.
Except for some songs. I don't know, whatever. Point is, this doesn't really fit on my playlist. But I do appreciate it. So my song of the week was difficult. I had a hard time not finding a song of the week, but deciding on my song of the week. There was a ton of music that came out this past week. Action Bronson has a new album that I listened to, and I wasn't in the right headspace for it, so excuse me, I didn't really get to appreciate it the way I should have. But that was cool. I don't know if you know who Action Bronson is.
I've heard the name, never listened.
He's the chef man. He's large. He has television shows. I'm sure Radius loves him.
He probably does.
Okay.
I'm sure.
He's hilarious too. Anyway, he used to be a chef. Now he's a rapper and still a chef, but not like. Anyway, Action Bronson, Lil Peep. One of his early mixtape / albums was
Lilium Pumpernickel.
Lilium Pumpernickel. His stuff was put on Spotify. It's called Hellboy. I had never listened to it before, but I've heard good things about it. Really, really liked a lot of the stuff on there. I think Lil Peep's music has like such a distinct, unique sound. Lil Peep died.
Oh, all right.
Again, you'll always forget that certain musicians died. I don't have to keep reminding you. Yeah. But it's okay. I think Lil Peep is really great. I loved a lot of the music on Hellboy. What else came out? King of the Fall by The Weeknd is a 6-year-old song that was finally released on Spotify. I think it's a great song. Just listening to that again. But Travis Scott put out a song called Franchise on Friday. And he had been hyping.
Is it related to the McDonald's stuff?
I don't know. I think it's related to something. Christopher Nolan sent him a letter. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. It's a song, and he was hyping it up and played the beat, and was like I said, kind of playing snippets on his Twitter of like the thing of him making the beat or whatever, and kind of setting this tone of what the song would be. And he sold this merch, these giant white T-shirts. Because I don't know if you're familiar, but like 2006-ish, there was kind of this. It's called like the Snap era, where the music kind of always had this in between it, like Damn Franchise Boys and other kind of stuff. But there's a song called White Tee. It's like, yep, white tee, and it snapped between it. It was kind of a very distinct sound of that time. And Travis Scott put out these giant white tees, and one of them just says "yup" on it. And I was like, okay, this song is going to have kind of a sample of them Franchise Boys, going to have a certain feel. No relation at all to them. I have no idea what was going on. Anyway, he was hyping up the song and said it featured Young Thug and MIA. MIA is the Paper Planes lady. So, watched the video the second it came out. Hated the song. Thought it was awful. I hated it. I hated the way that Young Thug came in and he kind of was barely on it. I hated MIA's part. I thought Travis Scott's rapping was bad. I thought the beat overall was not fun or interesting or good. But something about it made me want to hear it again. So I listened to it again. And I watched the video again, and there's a part where MIA is doing her verse, and she's saying something lippy, and I make him buy me chippies or something like that. But when she's doing it, she's wearing like a full ghillie suit made of flowers, and she's in the middle of this field full of sheep, and she's doing this weird little like this type of thing, and it's like very fun to watch that part. I like MIA, so it's just like it was interesting. I'm saying there's little appealing little glimmers of stuff that I liked in the song that I did not. But I kept coming back to it, and I keep listening to it. I keep playing it on repeat in the car because I just want to hear it again, and I keep hearing things in the beat that I didn't notice before, all that kind of stuff. Point is, my song of the week is Travis Scott Franchise, because that song is actually awesome. It grew on me to this point where I still wanted to just keep listening to it. It was going to be OMFG by Lil Peep. I thought that song was really good, but I decided last minute it's Franchise. Because I'm not lying to myself. I love that song.
All right, I will give this one a listen. I'm interested. I'm probably just gonna watch a music video for it. I really would like to see a person in a ghillie suit in a sheep field dancing.
It's made of flowers though. She's wearing like a full flower suit and she's just doing this in the field and like this to the beat. But it's just cool looking. The whole thing has an aesthetic.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah, maybe you'll hate it, but we'll see next week.
I don't know. I've never listened to anything by Travis Scott, and I actually only know MIA
from Paper Planes.
In Paper Planes. I've never heard Paper Planes.
I'm sure you have.
What is? Give me.
It's from Pineapple Express. So all I want to do is.
Oh, okay. I do know MIA.
And take your money.
Yeah.
It's her.
Okay, I did not know that was her.
Yeah, she's got some other songs too. That's her big one.
I'm sure she does.
Yeah, she is 45 years old.
What?
And in that video, she looks not 45 years old. She looks great. So it's a fun video to watch.
Isn't that like a rap man, Pharrell Williams, who's like 50, but he looks like he's 12?
Yeah, Pharrell hasn't aged ever. He is, I think, within a year or two of Snoop Dogg. And
Snoop Dogg looks hella old.
Snoop Dogg looks hella old. Yeah. So that's that whole thing. People kind of joked that Pharrell's a vampire or whatever, but yeah, he doesn't age.
Nice.
Yeah.
So a couple episodes ago,
yes,
we had a challenge, right?
There's a theme for the song of the week.
There's a theme. So I'm actually gonna just give you this is partially challenge, partially a rapid fire question that isn't rapid fire because there's no way you would. There is a world where you haven't answered this question, but I would rather you have some time to think about it.
Okay.
So this doesn't have to be your song of the week for next week, but
okay.
I'd like you to take the lyrics of a song and turn them into a dialogue.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, I looked this up specifically for this purpose, right? So, if we looked at apple bottom jeans,
okay,
all right, and let's imagine two people, right? One guy's a little sick, he's a little under the weather. His friend went out to the club. Mm-hmm. His friend comes back, he's a little tipsy, and the sick man is like, "Hey man, how's the club?" And he goes, "Shorty had the Shotty had them apple bottom jeans," and the guy just goes, "Jeans?"
Okay, got
Boots
it.
with fur.
Fur?
With the fur? The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, Shotty got low.
Okay.
Low.
Okay.
Low. I'd like you to take lyrics and turn them into a dialogue.
So this is I feel like this is inspired by your love or your recent discovery of hip hop ad libs and kind of this like weird conversation that happens in the back.
Yes.
Okay.
Partially that, and also because apple bottom jeans was legitimately in a commercial, and I was like, huh.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I'd heard that song, and I was like, I know this song, but there were no words to it. They were just playing the beat, and I was like, Yeah. Are we moved on that much from like songs that I remember from my youth, and now they're just being used.
That's
in,
a classic now.
Elevator music, basically.
Yeah, it's also funny because like apple bottom jeans is for sure the most interesting, or like the most memorable part of the thing that Shorty had, whatever. Yeah. But the song is called Low, so it's like it's weird how songs kind of get that thing of like I know exactly what song you're talking about because that's the part of the song. It's just weird how that stuff like hooks into your brain, and that's the part you remember. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for what you bring out because hip hop has a lot more lyrics than I usually listen to.
There's pressure on me. Okay, yeah, that'll be fun. I'll come up with something hopefully interesting.
I was originally going to try to use X Gon Give It To You for this example one, and then I was reading through the lyrics a couple of days ago, and I was like, there's no way I can make this work.
Yeah,
I'm too white. I'm too white on the inside. I'm already struggling with apple bottom jeans, and that's as white as like hip-hop can get, I imagine.
Yeah.